parts 1 and 2 of our backyard birding series, we discuss the basics of identifying birds by sight and sound. Today we are going to dive a little deeper into one of the fundamentals of birding, how to use a field guide. Field guides do more than help with identification. They also enhance your bird watching by expanding your knowledge of birds. The bird profiles in field guides generally include information such as the bird's diet, range, breeding habits, and preferred habitat. There are many wonderful field guides, ranging from basic to very technical, pocket-sized to lengthy and detailed, and including only common backyard birds to including all the birds known to a particular region. It is easiest to start with a guide that is specific to the location you are birding in as possible. If you're birding in Virginia, it is at the very least essential that your guide includes North American birds. Better if your guide is specific to the eastern United States, and best if your guide is for Virginia and surrounding states specifically. It is easier to hone in on a particular bird ID if you're not confused by pages and pages of species that are not even found here. Distinguishing between eastern and western species can be especially difficult. Field guides are not organized alphabetically. Familiarize yourself with the arrangement of the guide you will be using. Most guides are arranged taxonomically, meaning birds are grouped by taxonomic order or family. Birds that are of a similar size, shape, and/or habit will be together. If you flip through your guide, you may notice that shorebirds are together, raptors are together, game birds are together, and songbirds are together. Once you're familiar with your guide, you will instinctively know which section to flip to in order to find a group of birds. In most guides, waterfowl are in the front and songbirds are in the back. When you spot a bird in the field, keep looking at it. Study it, note its markings and behavior patterns. Do not pull out your field guide right away. The bird may fly away and you won't have another chance to study it. When you have watched the bird for as long as you were able, then flip to the appropriate section of your field guide. You may not know what order or family the bird is in, but all you need to do is find birds of similar shape and size in your guide. For example, if I spy a soaring hawk, I know to flip to the part of the guide where hawks, eagles, falcons, and such are. If I see a bird with long legs strutting about in or near a body of water, I will browse the section of my field guide that includes other birds that look like that, shorebirds. If I spot a bird clinging to a tree and digging for insects, I might first flip to the section of woodpeckers. If I see a small, plump bird with a short, stout beak, I would flip to the sparrows. Pay close attention to the maps in your field guide. Range maps will tell you where the bird occurs. If you think you saw a cactus wren, the range map in your field guide will tell you that cactus wrens only occur in the southwestern states and Mexico. So if you're birding in Virginia, it's extremely unlikely that that is your bird. Many birds migrate. Different colors on the range map correspond to seasonal distribution of a species. Here's the key to the range map in this guide. This map tells us that we will not see the American redstart in Virginia in the winter. They are only present here during the spring and summer. If you have narrowed it down to 2 or 3 species that look very much like the bird you saw, and all those species are present in the region you are birding in, the next thing would be to examine less obvious markings. Sometimes a small mark of color on the wings or tail will be the clue to telling 2 species apart. For example, the downy and hairy woodpecker are nearly identical. If you look closely, you may notice that the white outer tail feathers of the downy are spotted with black, and the white tail feathers of the hairy woodpecker are not. Sometimes you may want to see more than just a few pictures that are in the guide, or you might want to hear a recording of a bird song. There are digital field guides available to download as apps on your phone. The Audubon Bird ID app is a great one that includes thousands of pictures, videos, bird songs, side-by-side comparisons of similar species, and exhaustive information about bird life history. For identification, there's a location filter. The app will only show you birds that are expected to be present in Virginia during a particular season, and the app will walk you through identification based on habitat, color, shape, size, and more. Once you have found your bird in the guide, or even if you're flipping through your guide at home, read the bird profile. It will help familiarize you with the bird, its habits, its diet, its breeding season, whether or not it has variations in color or assumes a breeding plumage, and whether or not it migrates. Being familiar with these things will enrich your birding experiences and help you become a better birder. Until next time!